Bev, how y'all doing? I'm out here on the grill. I'm gonna quickly cook up some plant-based burgers, Beyond Meat burgers for me and Dr. Woodard and Melvin. So I've got the grill going. This is the grill at the apartment complex where I live. I had to kind of clean it off a little bit, but nevertheless, here it is. And I got my handy dandy antibacterial wipes. Just to kind of keep my hands clean and wipe off the surface where I am. Not that it really matters, but it kind of matters. But I see somebody's on. I don't know who it is. Uh, uh, Hold on just a second here. So, um, this is Sister Bev. Who is this? Hey, Marianne. How you doing, darling? And good evening to you, too. Yeah, so I've got my Beyond Meat plant-based burgers here that I'm going to put on this grill. But what I do to my plant-based burgers, and these are thoroughly ready to be cooked, I've let them thaw. They've thawed. So I'm going to turn the camera down towards the... I have one in here and two in here. This is the packaging they come in. And what I do is I take some no soy and I just put a drop on each burger like that. And then I take some salt-free seasoning, organic salt-free seasoning, and sprinkle it on top. And then I'm going to gently flip it over. One thing about plant-based burgers is once they've thawed, they get very soft. But they cook to a nice firm. So you can see that they're kind of soft here, but that's okay. I'm going to sprinkle some seasoning on the other side here. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it over here on the grill. And let that begin to start cooking. I'm going to do the same thing with these. Gently pick them up because they're thawed out now. Put some of this seasoning on the flip side as well. Still salt seasoning. The wind's blowing just a little bit. But yep, I'm going to put it over here on the grill. And grab this last one. Kind of push it back together. It's like I said, it's thawed out now from frozen. And these are the Beyond Meat burgers. I love Beyond Meat everything. Not too keen on Impossible Meat, but I will receive the Impossible Meat at Burger King and at Chipotle. But I buy Beyond Meat products. So go ahead and put this one on alongside this one. All right. Now I'm going to throw this stuff away. I gotta get me another antibacterial wipe. That's exactly why I brought it. Just to kind of clean off my hands here. So, I don't know exactly who all is on, but how y'all doing this evening? Dr. Woodard may be getting ready to go take his walk, because I think it's close to 8 o'clock. Close, not quite there yet, but we've been trying to figure out whether or not we should go. I was trying to figure out whether or not I should come out here because it looks like it's going to rain, and then the clouds go away, and then the sun pops out, and then the clouds come back. And it's just trying to figure out, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But it shouldn't take me long to grill these 3 patties. Still here trying to clean my hands. Get this excess Beyond Meat off of my fingers. Let me see who else is on. Who else? Hi, Kim and Albert Michael. How y'all doing? There's some others on here. I don't know who it is. I don't see their names. But good evening to y'all too. Truth Seeker, Tristan. Hey y'all. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up. And I'm gonna close this for a second. And then I'm gonna try and turn it. But yeah, I got seasoning all over me because the wind is blowing just a little bit out here. So I decided to make Dr. Woodard, he's watching the, I guess it's the last game for the basketball season, the Final Four or something like that. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't keep up with that. The only time I kept up with sports is when my boys played ball. When they played basketball, and when it looks so nice where you are getting grilling. Yes. It's been raining here all day, but it took a break. And we trying to figure out, whether we need to take a walk. I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to grill. But NBA Finals, that's right, Albert Michael. Thank you, baby. It looks, it's very nice. This is the apartment complex where we lived, the luxury apartments over here in West Haven, Zionsville. And so they have a grill out here, community grill. And they got some places for where you can sit out here on the gated patio. And out here is the pool area. I'm going out here where the pool area is. And you can see behind me, there's the pool. Nobody's out here right now. But usually, a couple of times when I've had Jackson out here, I've had him down here in the little kiddie part. Put his feet down in there. I got to get him over here before the summer's over. He hasn't been over here this summer. Because they have a community pool over where they are. And their mom and dad take him over there. But I love, yes, it's really nice. It's really nice. We love it. And it has truly spoiled me and Dr. Woodard because we came from a very large house where we had to keep up the yard and keep the snow gone and do all kind of stuff. And when we moved over here to these luxury apartments, we don't have to lift a finger even to change a light bulb. All we do is make a phone call. They come change the light bulb. They come pick up the trash. Of course, we don't have a yard. We don't have to worry about snow removal. The only thing I really wish I had is a garage. Now, we have a garage, but we use it for storage. So our cars are not actually in garages. I want to turn this around so y'all can see these burgers. So when you see them, these are the plant-based burgers. I'm trying to get up under there, turn them over. Now they're kind of pink in color, but trust you me, they're done. When they get firm, they're done. Plant-based burgers are not like hamburgers made from real meat. Because the ones made from real meat, you got to make sure that stuff is cooked. And it takes a little bit longer because you're dealing with meat from dead animals. And if you eat it raw, you can definitely get sick. Okay. Now, of course, somebody else been grilling out here. You should see the flames. There's some drippings. So I'm going to move my hamburgers over this way, away from that fire. Because I don't want them to cook too fast. Now look at this. See, now fire going to kick up over here. I should have brought me some water, some vinegar water out here. But I didn't. So, let me turn this back around. Yes, it's very nice out here, and we love it. But if the Lord says the same, we still would like to get smaller home to retire in, where our grandchildren can come and play in the yard and that kind of thing. And Dr. Woodard, he's in really good condition. I think he can mow the lawn a few more years. And we just ain't gonna have no big one like we had before. Our first house we built, and we sit on almost a half an acre, and it was a corner lot, and we were younger then, and we got out in the yard, and we just loved getting out there. But we not in our 30s no more, 20s and 30s. We 50s and 60s, so we have to be wise in what we decide to get and to do. Right. Right. So let me turn this back around. Okay, so you can see the thing about Beyond Meat is it's pink in color, and it will make you think that it's not done, but it's done. You don't want to overcook it because it becomes, if you will, rubbery, because it is made from plants. But it smells wonderful and it looks good. And I'm going to go back to the house. I'm going to back to the house, and we're going to fix these burgers up. I got some artesian buns that I'm going to toast with some butter and garlic sauce. And we're going to put some tomato on there and some power greens or whatever Dr. Woodard wants to put on him and Melvin. And I think I'm going to do some, I wanted to do some fried corn. I bought these fresh corns on the cob. I may just boil them, and they can have the corn on the cob with the hamburger. But I really wanted to cut it from that cob and fry it with some onions and vegan butter. What you think? Are y'all having onion rings? Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. We're not having fried onion rings, but I am going to take some mushrooms and some white onion, and I am going to saute those, and we're going to put those on the burgers as well. It's funny how you brought that up because, yep, we were going to do that. I love it. That is really nice. And y'all having some onion rings. Yeah. So it's not going to be fried onion rings. It's going to be sauteed onion rings with mushrooms. And we're going to put that on top of the burgers. Me and Melvin will probably do the mushrooms. Dr. Woodard ain't receiving no mushrooms. He'll eat a little bit of mushroom, but I trust you me, he gonna pick them. He gonna pick the majority of them out, and then put them on his hamburger because he just. But mushrooms are so very good for you. They're a great brain food. I try to tell him that he ain't listening to me. Hey Vernell, how are you, darling? I also made the onion rings with. You did? Now those were good. You talking about them fried ones, girl? Oh my goodness. And I fried them in the same sauce that I fried my tempura green beans in. And then I made the ginger sauce to dip them in. Oh, that was delightful. That was delightful. I should make Melvin turn those mushrooms into sesame ginger mushrooms, and then we put those on the hamburger. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to saute the mushrooms with some onions for time's sake. So we go ahead and good. I'm good, and yourself also. Look up the mushrooms like must and then spreading on a hamburger. You say what now? You you hooked up the mushrooms like must and the okay. I think I know what you're talking about, Vernell. You better help me understand. um, but yeah, it's a good evening to all of you all who are on here right now. And believe it or not, these are just about done. Like I said, Beyond Meat is pink in color, but you don't want to overcook them. So I'm going to close it for one more second. And I'm going to gather up my stuff. Got my keys and my key to get in here, the code. Anybody can't just come in here. So I'm just kind of still wiping down a little bit. We live in a community, and I don't like it when they leave a mess. Somebody comes in here and leave a mess. And when I leave, I don't leave a mess. I clean up behind myself because that's what I want others to do for me. But okay, so what you're saying, Vernell? Blend up the mushroom and then spread it on the hamburger. Girl, so just put it in food processor and blend it up with what? With the onions? Blend in the mushroom and then spread it on the hamburger. Okay. So do I blend the mushrooms with anything? Or do I just blend the mushrooms? And is it when they're raw or after I cook them? Okay, I don't know. Vernell, where you at, girl? Okay. Well, she'll come back and tell me before I go home. With my little cute lazy self, I drove over here. It's in walking distance, but I drove. I got my car and drove over here because I didn't know if it was gonna rain or not. But if I show y'all the sky now, if you look at the sky now, see how the sun was just out and now an overcast is coming right back. You see that? So I'm finna take these hamburgers and get on out of here before it's too late. So I got my foil here. I brought my foil with me. I'm gonna lay it on there like that. Open it up. These look absolutely delicious. Flip them one more time. These are ready, y'all. Look at that. They are ready. See that? And here we go. That's the third one. So there's my hamburgers. Okay, so blended up the mushrooms and spread it over the hamburger. It becomes like a paste, the mushroom, and spreading on the hamburger. That's what I was trying to say. So do I mix them? Do I do it to them raw or after they're cooked? And do I blend it with anything else, or it's just straight up mushroom? That's what I want to know. Do I blend it with anything? So I need to turn this here thing off. and take this brush and brush this Beyond Meat off of here because it don't play once it sticks. For the next griller, they leave these brushes out here for you to clean it off. Now when I came out here it wasn't really cleaned off, but I did what I was supposed to do and I cleaned it off. So I got my hamburgers. I'm going to cover them up. That wind's picking up, which means it's fitting to storm, y'all. You say just put a little olive oil on the mushrooms before you blend it up, and then when it looks like paste, then stop. Put it in the food processor or blender. Okay. Hey, Bam. So that's all I need to do. And then, and I don't cook them. I just do it raw, correct? I wonder, can I add some fresh spices to it, like some oregano or some basil to it, and make almost like a mushroom pesto? Can I do that? And then I can still caramelize some onions, but just do the mushrooms, right? All right, I'm gonna get ready to make that move right now, baby, because it's getting ready to rain. Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna set this right here. Okay. So I'm coming through. This is the area where you can come and you can sit and watch TV if you want, and they have coffees and teas for us if we want to come over here. They also have printers and computers for us to come over here. And then over here is the workout room that I used to come into all the time. And I would get on the, you see they got medicine balls, weights, and this is where we live. Let me go in here real quick. If you look in here, you see all the equipment. You got televisions, you can watch TV while you work out, and all that kind of thing. And they got this big old jug of sanitizer. Hallelujah. Yes. It's very nice, and I'm very thankful to God that we live where we live. It works for us right now with the kind of lifestyles we have. But I do need a bigger kitchen if I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So that's that. So I'm getting ready to go home. I will come back on after I get home. Say, go ahead, Miss Beverly, with your, with your, what? Oh, okay. You got me wanting to ask my husband to sell our house. I'm gonna tell you what. It was hard at first for us to sell our home, but you know what? It got to the point where it was a struggle to try and keep it in. And so, you know, we had a friend of ours to tell us, if you can't take it to heaven and it's causing you grief, let it go. So before it even sold, we just moved everything out. We auctioned off all of our large furniture. We auctioned off a lot of our things, and we just started letting things go. And by letting things go, it helped us to move forward. And we have a lot of wonderful memories in that home, but memories are good because you have those, and nobody can take those away. But when you got something that's not helping you to move forward or causing you grief, I say let it go. And from my experience, I cannot tell you how it felt to watch our credit score go up and all kind of stuff. And we had raised our kids. We really didn't need all the space anymore. And I can't even imagine Jackson in that house. Honey, we'd be on pins and needles with all them stairs on both sides. So I do think he would have enjoyed it, but he was there as a baby, but he wouldn't remember because he was truly an infant when we were living in that house. Jackson, my first grandbaby. But so yeah, I'm finna get in the car. Y'all see, I done put my stuff in the seat. I'm finna go home and we'll get these hamburgers together. I'm gonna get these hamburgers together, and then hey Cheryl, and then I'm going to get the rest of the dinner together. I'm gonna see if I do this mushroom thing that Vernell's telling me about, because I love me some mushrooms, and that way I can just let Dr. Woodard have the sauteed onions, and he don't even have to worry about the mushrooms. I spread it on my hamburger. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right. Let these windows down. There's some air in here while I get ready to go back home. But I'll come back on and show you all the finished product. Okay? So I'll holler at y'all later. Okay? All right. Blessings. Bye-bye.